Welcome back. You are tuned in to IBL, inspired by Onika, speaking on life and inspiring people. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to the IBL podcast, where I'm speaking on life and inspiring people. So today's episode is called Dysfunction Fatigue. This is episode 44. And the title again is called Dysfunction Fatigue. So normally I don't do episodes like this that touch on such sensitive topics, but I gotta tell you that I am just really, really tired of everything that's been going on in the world. And I just feel like as a country, as a people, we're moving backwards. And I know that for years and years, way before I was even born, that there have been a lot of injustices happening in the world. A lot of people have been wronged and just a lot of things. This is nothing new, what's going on in the world with all the chaos and all the dysfunction and everything else. But specifically, what I want to talk about is there are things like, for example, I just want you to picture this scenario. So you're a black woman and you think you're going to go out, run your errands for the day and return home just like normal. You know, you have it planned out. You're going to go somewhere, run your errands and come back, right? But what happens? You leave your house but you don't return home because you done got snatched up somewhere in the parking lot or somehow something happened to you, okay, and you don't make it back home. Same thing with black boys and girls being snatched and taken. So it's just not right. Like something is just not right in this world. It is just not. And I know that you're supposed to still enjoy your life. Okay, you're not supposed to be afraid. You're supposed to just keep living your life. I understand. But it's just too much. You don't want to leave your house sometimes because you don't know if you're going to make it back. I mean, that could be with anyone, not just black women or black boys and girls. That could be anyone. But this is, have been a trend and it's been happening. And it's like, something has to give. This is just too much. Then on top of that, we have immigration where they are harassing people of all walks of life. Okay, and I understand that their goal is to go from state to state, and they're supposed to be rounding up criminal element, people that are here in the country illegally. They're doing nonsense. They're committing crimes. I get it. I understand they have a job to do. But harassing people, like, first of all, why are they going to schools? Why are they going to churches? Why? I mean, this is too much. It's a little bit much. I mean, I understand what it is they're trying to do and what they need to do, but there has to be another way of doing it. Okay, it is just too much, and just the harassing of people, making people uncomfortable, and I mean, it's a bit much. Alleged. Okay, and then also we have people on the police force. Another division of law enforcement. And, they want to use the thing about, oh, I feared for my life. So that's why, I deleted someone because I feared for my life. But here's the thing. You the one with the piece in your hand, but you feared for your life. I'm unarmed. You have the piece in your hand, but you fear for your life. It was self-defense. Really? I'm just not buying that, y'all. I just can't get with that. That's just like, Sonya Massey, for example. She's calling for help. And the people she called for help, they're the ones who are responsible for why she is not here today. That's just crazy to me. Just like the officer with his knee on George Floyd's neck while he's calling for his mother. You fear for your life? But why? You the one with your knee on his neck. I mean, this is crazy. Why is it okay that they can just get away with these certain things because they feared for their life when they're the ones armed? They're saying this, they're using this against people who haven't posed a threat to them, or we're not brandishing any kind of weapon. But here you are, but you fear for your life, and it's okay for you to delete people using that excuse. I mean, it's just sad. It's just really, really sad. And then on top of all of that is the fact that you can be a felon, you can have multiple indictments, but you can still run a country. Now, make that make sense? What kind of sense does that make? So it's okay that you can be, it's not even that you were charged with something and then found not guilty. No, you were found guilty. Okay, but it's still okay. None of that matters. All of that's going to be pushed to the side. It's okay. And then the sad part too about that is how people who are felons and they've served their time and now they've been released, they have trouble finding work because no one wants to hire someone who's committed a felony. But yet, here we are. Here we are. I mean, I'm just really, really, really tired. Really tired. And, it's like, I understand that, officers out there, they have a tough job. They don't know what they're walking into. I understand. Okay, but my thing is, what happened to, if you do feel like you have to use your weapon, what happened to a warning shot? Like, doing it to where it's a non-vital organ. What about the leg? What about the arm? I'm just saying, if you have to resort to that, why is it always a fatal shot? Why? I'm just really tired. I don't know what y'all think about all this, but this is, and like I said, I understand stuff like this has been going on for years and years and years, even before I was even born. I understand. But it's just really like, it's just too much. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this. If you care to share your thoughts about it, leave me a like, let me know what you think about any of this. If you agree, you disagree, but it's just too much, y'all, too much. A lot of dysfunction going on, and it's just too much. Then also the recent one that involved Rajon Belt Stubblefield in Colorado, that was another recent one. So it's just a lot. It's a lot, y'all. So let me get out of here. I'm going to sign off, and so this episode is just called Dysfunction Fatigue, and this is episode 44. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the IBO podcast. You can hear this and all episodes on the Podbean app, YouTube, and Spotify. Until next time, stay well and be blessed.